beautiful soul, welcome back to the channel. My name is Melina Mala, and I am your host, and this is The Becoming. I'm feeling so grateful. I'm feeling so much joy and gratitude. I'm so grateful for the resilience I built during my unemployment of 6 months, because had I not experienced that and pushed through that, I wouldn't have learned how strong and capable I really am. And that's not to say to everyone to be unemployed, but it's definitely something that I feel I had to experience in order to create what I'm creating right now, which is my podcast, putting way more into my photography business, really growing my creative outlets and channels. And I'm so grateful and lucky to have had this time to learn a lot about myself through this process, trust myself, take back my life and control my life. Sitting here today, even with Lola, just in my apartment, I'm so grateful that I left situations and places that didn't allow me to live my truth and live in my full expression, not because bad people, just wrong environments to foster the growth and the creativity, because we're all creative, we're all artists. I don't even know where to begin with this podcast because summer has been so good and moving so fast. I have grounded through the week and I've stayed present, and since even creating vlogs, it's just created this sense of excitement to every day of just capturing these memories and these moments of my life that I get to look back on. I'm so excited to see how the process goes. I have no expectation. I'm literally just creating, and it feels good. It feels so good to just live in my expression and not conform to anybody's opinions, beliefs, or values. To have come up with my own values and belief system and live by that in my truth, in knowing my intentions are good, knowing I'm a good person, and knowing that I am deserving. I think so often I sit with my inner child in meditation during contemplation, and I was talking to my therapist about this week, and we talked about how I don't speak with my higher self or the one who has the courage, the resilience. Sometimes it's hard to see how much you've actually grown and changed, but it's so important to recognize how strong you are, how you're doing it every day, showing up, consistently devoted to your goals and dreams. Despite seeing results right away, or any results, simply you trying is enough, and I think we forget that. At least for, I want to say, a few years now, I've always tried content creation, always wanted to do this, and I'm just glad that every time I tried, even if it didn't work, even if it failed or I'm not getting results right away, but that doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're trying and you're learning, and it's all a process. Your becoming is a process. You're always going to, like anything in life, becoming is a process. I'm feeling tired today for sure after starting now 3 jobs. I'm excited for the summer and working. I think I definitely felt nerves the last couple trial shifts, but I am enjoying one of the restaurants so far. I haven't tried the second one yet. And I'm also going to be working at a cafe, which is going to give me stability and consistency. At first, I was worried that everything I've built, all my routines and creative habits, how am I going to keep those with working? But of course, I'm only keeping the 2 jobs. Just take it moment by moment, because there's nothing I can control about an outcome. We just see how things progress as time passes. I'm excited to have consistent income. That'll be a nice, stable ground for a bit. Little grounding financially this summer and see what next year brings. I would love to continue my education in psychology. As for timing and timeline, I'm open to my timeline right now. Just going with the flow with life. I'm not stressing about when things have to get done. I know what my trajectory is. I know that it's my North Star guiding me. And in this knowing through self-love and my healing journey, I think still I'm learning to pause in a moment, breathe, ground myself back to the present, anchor in my body, and assess why certain coping mechanisms want to come in. As for my binge eating disorder that I have worked through, it's something that I notice the triggers. For me, it's when I bite my nails and start to have that fixation to the mouth to soothe myself. It is a coping mechanism developed at a young age through intergenerational trauma. We learn as adults how to take care of ourselves and soothe ourselves, at least when we are aware of our patterns. We can recognize when something is uncomfortable and stressing us out. It doesn't mean there's something to panic about. It means there needs to be change and something needs to get solved in order to tame that. In your own healing journey, you learn so much compassion for yourself, for your environment, for the world, and just this knowing that we are all a collective and we're all here together doing this thing called life. And it's such a freeing feeling to be connected to something bigger, deeper, and more meaningful, a higher power. Through healing, I was able to reconnect with my spirituality, and now I live a very spiritual life. I talk to God, I talk to my angels and my ancestors, and all living beings and spirits in this realm. I just feel like we are boundless, we are limitless, and that excites me, this notion that we're living history right now. This is a story. This is all a story, and we can choose how it goes. When we're aware, these are our tools to navigate the storms. We build this through hardship and resilience. We're able to access our courage and our creativity. Creativity is not just for a select few people. Everybody can be creative. When your nervous system is no longer in survival mode, scared of the unknown and unable to handle the unknown, you're able to creatively live and put action towards what it is you want to do without fear, or at least knowing how to handle the fear that comes up. Fear will always be there. It doesn't mean it's bad, and it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong or anything is wrong necessarily. When you can learn healthier coping mechanisms, you break the chain. When you choose you want different, when you know you want change, and you follow your gut, and you let your heart lead you there. You start to listen inside instead of seeking answers outside, because you are capable and you are deserving of your dream life and your dream reality. In fact, it's your birthright, because we all deserve. So far, this summer has been filled with a lot of friendship, community, art things, and it's only June 13. It feels like the days are flying. It feels like summer does fly. Time does fly. And I think when you're so present and aware in the moment, you realize how much faster time is going and how we're never going to get this time back. How we don't even know what tomorrow is going to bring, which is so exciting. It's my birthday this month, and I'm going to be honest, I don't really love my birthday. I don't love to receive on my birthday. That's something I'm working through. It's something that, of course, I love it, but it's harder for me to accept and to celebrate it without feeling weird about attention and spotlight on me, if that makes sense. I'm trying to just let it be what it's going to be and trust that it's going to be really nice. I'm going to celebrate it with the people I want to celebrate it with. I'm going to make it special for myself and not put expectations. Just let the day unfold how it would and be grateful for every minute of it. And also just see it as an experience. It's all a process. It's all going to work itself out. I just need to flow with all the emotions that'll come up, because it does bring up a lot of emotions for me. I've gotten a lot better at noticing when certain emotions are consuming my mind and detaching from those emotions, not in an emotionally disconnected way, but in a way that gives me inner peace to be able to move through and sit with uncomfortable emotions, to grow my capacity to hold more. We have so much depth as human beings, so much potential, and our possibilities are truly endless. We are creative beings, and in saying that, I know myself and I know I'm going to create an amazing day, whatever that may be. I am excited. I get to celebrate my growth and the past year and just what's to come. In the last 6 months, my friendships have gotten stronger, my community has gotten stronger, my relationship with myself has gotten stronger, my relationship to life, to God, to the divine has strengthened in this unknown stage of unemployment. Yes, I still had my photography business, and I decided to put effort into all. I decided to not give up, to push through, and I want to celebrate myself for not giving up on myself. At times where it was not stable, stressing about money and financials, but definitely not feeling financially secure, which forced me to build security in other ways. I'm grateful for all experiences. I think now I have time to just feel a little more relaxed and not like I'm constantly handing out resumes and cold emailing. I can breathe, and even in my relaxation moments, I find myself being able to let go a little bit more and not hold on as much because there is structure and routine in my life. I got asked to do a second commission painting, and I'm really excited to kind of get that started this summer. I do feel tired from being on my feet this week, a lot more than I'm used to, but I'll get used to it. I'm going to end the podcast here. If you get anything from listening today, I want it to be this. Continue trying, even if you're not seeing results. Just do it because you love it and you enjoy doing it. Take care of yourself. Water yourself. I'm here every Tuesday. My name is Melina Mala, and this is The Becoming. I'll see you next week. Bye.